Yeah. Most recently, we had Aaron Bump come in and help us do a little bit of consulting and help us do a hiring process and help us do an interview process and a more systematic approach than what we've used before in the past. You know, Melissa and I have been in business for 12 years now, and we have done most of the interviewing ourselves and the hiring ourselves. And what we have found is that sometimes we're good at it and sometimes we're not. We, kind of have just brought people in, we get a resume, a position filled, warm body, all right, let's go with it. And it has proven to be not the most effective way and has caused us a lot of problems before in the past. And we've hired people and kept them for years and think we can mold them to fit our business model, and that has proven not to be an effective way of interviewing people. So Aaron came in and with his consulting system, he uses this lab technique, which helps interview the person, find out what makes them tick, what makes them their learning style, how they're going to interact with our clients, how they're going to interact with our previous or current employees, and basically was a systematic approach to an interview process. And really, I think it helped us narrow our pool down and hire people that I think were hopefully will be long term and will be effective and engaging employees and people who are going to fit our, basically our office culture, if you want to say. So I think it was a really big tool. I think it's going to help us in the future because training employees that aren't fitting into your culture, and you put the time and money, and 2 years later you go, this person doesn't fit in our culture, this person does not work, it costs you a lot of money. So the fee to come in and hire somebody, in my opinion, is priceless because it just helps take some of that headaches and aggravations, and it detaches you as the owner from the emotional, the obligation to buy that person because you've engaged with them, you've met them, you know about them, and now you hire them because you say, hey, you know what, this person seems like a good person. Takes that personal touch out of it, which is needed sometimes. So yeah, I would highly recommend Aaron Bump to help with the interview process and consulting. He's got a lot of great ideas. And he takes an outside approach that when you are in the trenches, your blinders sometimes get on, and you don't see business from another perspective. So it's nice to have somebody come in and just say, listen, have you ever thought about it this way? Well, no, I haven't. You get stuck in that rut of 12 years of doing this, and this is how we do things. There's people that have better ideas than I do. So I highly recommend it.
So you just heard from Nathan Metz of Metz Petz in Shawnee and Ada, Ohio. Him and his wife Melissa are amazing people and amazing veterinarians, and I highly recommend them. And as he said, in this very competitive employee market, you simply can't afford the extra time and the extra expense of hiring people the wrong way or hiring the wrong type of person. And it was a privilege to be able to help them out. It's just one of the ways that I help my clients grow their businesses. We sat down, we talked about not just the qualifications of the positions that they needed to hire, but what type of person was going to be the most successful in that role. Did they need to be proactive and just take action and get things done? Or should they be more of a reactive person and wait for instruction? Did they need to be specific and follow very specific guidelines and procedures of how to do the job? Or should they be more of a generic type of person where you can just say, hey, get this done, and they'll figure out the details? And we created the profile of the ideal type of person that would be successful and happy in that job. I was then able to use that information to craft a job posting. I see a lot of job postings of we're looking, we're hiring, we're needing, and here's the list of requirements that you have to have. And we took more of a marketing type approach where we communicated the benefits of working for Metz Petz and how we were going to invest in you and use specific language that would attract that ideal type of person and push away everyone else. So it was much more strategic and much more effective. And then in the interview process, using specific questions and analyzing the language and the behavior that they used in responding to those questions, where I was able to develop that profile of that interviewee and then compare that against the ideal profile, and it made the hiring process much more efficient and much more effective. Because like I said, you're going to spend a whole lot more money hiring people the wrong way or the wrong type of person. And it's just another way that I help my clients increase their profits and better serve their customers and grow their business.